Hello students, in continuity of chapter 10 cell cycle and cell division, in this lecture we are going to discuss about entire process of meiosis. Production of offspring by sexual reproduction includes the fusion of two gametes. These two gametes, they are male gametes and female gametes, each with a complete haploid set of chromosomes. Gametes are always haploid. Gametes are formed from specialized diploid cells. These specialized diploid cells, they undergo cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half, result in the production of haploid daughter cells. It means gametes. This type of cell division is known as meiosis. Meiosis type of cell division is a production of haploid phase in the life cycle of sexually reproducing organisms, whereas fertilization restores the diploid phase. It means that in sexual reproducing organism, at the time of reproduction, male and female gametes, they are formed through this type of reduction division known as meiosis, and after fusion of gametes, again it enters the diploid phase. When we come across meiosis during gametogenesis in plants and animals, at that time we can study the process of meiosis. Meiosis type of cell division, it leads to the formation of haploid gametes. As you know, mitosis is actually equational type of division where the diploid condition of cell it remains same, but here it's a reduction type of division, so diploid cell is converted into haploid cells. In this kind of cell division, meiosis, it involves some important events. First, the meiosis involves two sequentially cycles of nuclear and cell division, and it is known as meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, but only a single cycle of DNA replication. So it's interesting here, the two type of cell division, two cycle takes place, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. But if we talk about DNA replication, it shows only single cycle of DNA replication. Second, meiosis 1 is initiated after the parental chromosomes have replicated to produce identical sister chromatids at S phase. It means synthesis phase. Next, meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. Then here in this type of cell division, meiosis kind of cell division, for haploid cells are formed at the end of the process meiosis 2. So these are some special characteristics or events involved in the process of this cell division, that is meiosis. That is two cycle of cell division, meiosis 1 and 2, but only one cycle of DNA replication. Here is a pairing of homologous chromosome and recombination of them, and at the end of this process meiosis 2, for haploid cells are formed. Meiotic cell division or meiotic events, it can be grouped under phases known as meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. This meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, further it is classified into group of events or stages or phases. Meiosis 1, it includes prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. If you remember about mitosis, it also shows this kind of events, but it was not divided into mitosis 1 or mitosis 2. Meiosis 2, it includes prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. So, entire mechanism of this kind of cell division, that is meiosis, it is classified into two types, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1. Here in the mechanism of meiosis 1, that is first phase, it is prophase 1. It's the first meiotic division is typically longer and more complex when compared to prophase of mitosis. It has been further subdivided into 5 phases. In this chart you can see these 5 phases of prophase 1. This classification is based on chromosomal behavior. So, prophase 1, so 5 phases. First phase is leptotin, second zygotin, third decatin, fourth diplotin and fifth and last or final stage, that is dikinesis. So, this way prophase 1 of meiosis 1, it is classified into 5 subphases. Leptotin, this stage the chromosomes become gradually visible under the light microscope. The complexion of chromosome continues throughout this phase, it means leptotin phase. This phase is followed by the second stage, it's known as prophase 1, it's called zygotin. During this phase, zygotin phase, chromosomes start pairing together and this process of association is called synapses. These paired chromosomes are called homologous chromosome. They are of same pair of chromosome, that's why homologous type of chromosome. Electron micrograph of this stage indicate that chromosome synapsis is accompanied by the formation of complex structure, and this complex structure is known as synaptonemal complex. Complex formed by a pair of this synapse homologous chromosome is called bivalent or tetrad. These are more clearly visible at the next stage. First two stages, it means leptotin and zygotin phase of prophase 1, they are relatively short-lived compared to the next stage, which is known as decatin. Third phase of prophase 1, that is decatin. During this stage, the 4 chromatids of each bivalent chromosome and 4 chromatids, they become distinct and clearly appears as tetrads. This stage is characterized by the appearance of recombination nodules, the sites at which crossing over occurs between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. Crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between two homologous chromosomes. Crossing over is also an enzyme mediated process, and in this process the involved enzyme, it is named recombinase. Crossing over leads to recombination of genetic material on the two chromosomes. Recombination between homologous chromosome is completed by the end of Peckytine, this stage, leaving the chromosomes link at the sites of crossing over. Diplotin. Beginning of this phase, diplotin is recognized by the dissolution of the synaptoenamel complex and the tendency of the recombined homologous chromosomes of the bivalents to separate from each other except at the site of crossover. This formation, it means X-shape, cross-shaped structure, they are called chiasmata. In oocytes of some vertebrate animal, diplotin can last for months or years also. So, during this stage or phase, diplotin phase, the formation of this structure, X-shaped structure, the chiasmatum, is important. Next one is dikinesis. This is the last or final stage of meiotic prophase 1. This phase is marked by terminalization of chiasmata. During this phase, the chromosomes are fully condensed and the meiotic spindle is assembled to prepare the homologous chromosome for separation. By the end of dikinesis, the nucleolus disappears and the nuclear envelope also breaks down. Dikinesis represents the transition of metaphase. So, these 5 stages or phases, they are included under prophase 1. Now, metaphase 1. Metaphase 1, bivalent chromosomes align on the equatorial plate. Microtubules from the opposite poles of the spindle attach to the kinetochore or homologous chromosomes. So, metaphase 1 is the second stage of meiosis 1 event. Next one is anaphase 1. During this stage or phase, homologous chromosomes separate, but sister chromatids remain associated at their centromeres. As you can see here in figure also, this phase, characteristics of this phase, homologous chromosomes separate, sister chromatids remain associated at their centromeres. And last phase, that is telophase 1. In this phase, nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappear. Cytokinesis follows and this is called as dyad of cells. In many cases, the chromosomes do undergo some dispersion. They do not reach the extremely extended state of the interphase nucleus. Stage between the two meiotic division is called interkinesis and it is generally short-lived. There is no replication of DNA during this interkinesis phase. Interkinesis is followed by prophase 2, much simple prophase than prophase 1. In this figure you can see stages of meiosis 1. That's it. So entire mechanism of this, that is prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1, and during each and every stages you can see changes in behavior of chromosomes as we discussed here. Now meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is initiated immediately after cytokinesis and usually before the chromosomes have fully elongated, we can say. In contrast to meiosis 1, meiosis 2 it resembles a normal mitosis. So we can say it resembles a normal mitosis mechanism that you have already studied. The nuclear membrane disappears by the end of prophase 2. Chromosomes again become compact. So this is about prophase 2 of meiosis 2. Here nuclear membrane disappears and chromosomes become compact. Metaphase 2. At this stage, the chromosomes align at the equator and the microtubules from opposite poles of the spindle, they get attached to the kinetochores of sister chromatids. Anaphase 2. This stage it begins with the simultaneously splitting of centromere of each chromosome, actually which was holding the sister chromatids together, allowing them to move towards opposite poles. It means that north pole and south pole of the cell by shortening of microtubules attached to kinetochores. So this way, during this phase, that is anaphase 2, these are main events that start with splitting of centromere of each chromosomes to move towards opposite poles. Telophase 2, meiosis process, meiosis 2 or meiosis entire mechanism, we can say it ends with telophase 2. Here the two groups of chromosomes once again get enclosed by a nuclear envelope. Cytokinesis follows, resulting in the formation of tetrad of cell. The tetrad of cells means 4 haploid daughter cells are formed at the end of this event known as meiosis 2. So this way entire mechanism of meiosis 2 take place, and it is divided into prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. By studying this figure, we can come to know about stages of meiosis 2 type of cell division. Here you can see all stages or phases of meiosis 2. It begins with prophase 2 and ends with telophase 2. Here each and every stage or phase like prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2, here you can see is chromosomal behavior. In prophase 2, so mainly nuclear membrane disappears by the end of prophase 2. The chromosome again become compact, you can see here. During metaphase 2, chromosomes align at the equator and microtubules from opposite pole of the spindle, they get attached to the kinetochores. It is clearly observed here also. Third one, this is anaphase 2. Begins with the splitting of centromere of each chromosome, which hold the sister chromatids together and allowing them to move toward opposite poles of cell. And last one, that is telophase 2. Here the two groups of chromosomes once again get enclosed by a nuclear envelope. It's clearly observed here also. And cytokinesis follows, resulting in the formation of tetrad of cells. It means 4 haploid daughter cells formation. So this way the meiosis event take place through meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Now let's study significance of meiosis. Meiosis is the mechanism by which conservation of specific chromosome number of each species is achieved across generation in sexually reproducing organisms, even though process per this paradoxically results in reduction of chromosomes number by half division. It also increases the genetic variability in the population of organism from one generation to the next. Variations are very important for the process of evolution. So, this way the main significance of meiosis. Meiosis forms the gametes that are essential for sexual reproduction. It is like male gamete and female gamete. As you know very well, by fusion of gamete, fertilization process take place and the resulting cell, that is zygote, and zygote is the first cell. Life begins from this cell, that is zygote, and then it undergoes mitotic type of cell division. So, through meiosis only in sexually reproducing organisms, gametes are formed. Crossing over introduces new recombination of traits. It is not possible in mitosis process. Only in this meiosis type of cell division, this crossing over event take place, in which results into new recombinations of traits. Meiosis type of cell division, it helps in maintenance of chromosome number of sexually reproducing organism. And at last, this cell division, meiosis type of cell division, it provides evidence of basic relationship of organisms also. So, this way meiosis type of cell division, reduction type of cell division is very important for living organisms in plants and animals both. Now, let us compare between both type of cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. Now, you are aware with mechanism of mitosis as well as mechanism take place during meiosis type of cell division also. So, we can differentiate it, or we can compare between both type of cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. First, in mitosis, it take place in the somatic cells. Somatic cells, it means cells of body other than reproductive cells. So, all cells, they are other than reproductive cells, they show mitosis type of cell division, and it is essential for growth and development. Meiosis, it take place only in reproductive cell. It means that in sexually reproductive organisms, in plants and in animals, this diploid cell, they undergo meiosis type of cell division and gametes are formed. It is like male gamete and female gamete, and it is essential events for this type of organisms. Second point, in mitosis, single division take place which produces two cells. So, we can say at the end of mitosis process, two cells are formed. But in meiosis, two times division take place, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 take place, which produces 4 cells. So, at the end of mitosis, 2 daughter cells are formed, but at the end of meiosis, 4 cells are formed. Third point, in mitosis, haploid and diploid, both kind of cells may undergo this type of cell division. It means that if cell is of n kind haploid or 2n kind, that is diploid cell, both can undergo this mitosis type of cell division. But meiosis type of cell division, only diploid cells undergo meiosis cell division, because by dividing this type of cell division, diploid cell to N condition, it is converted into NN. But NN cannot undergo meiosis division because in nature, in any living organism, N by 2 condition is not possible. Fourth point, in mitosis type of cell division, crossing over is not observed. It is totally absent in mitosis. In meiosis type of cell division, this event, it means crossing over, take place. So this way here mu recombinations achieve, which is not possible in mitosis mechanism. Mitosis type of cell division, here pairing of chromosome does not occur. This event is not observed here. But in meiosis type of cell division, pairing of homologous chromosome occur. So both type of cell division, they are essential for living organism. One, that is mitosis, take place in somatic cells. Another, that meiosis take place in reproductive cell, and we can compare between both mitosis and meiosis now easily. This both kind of cell division, mitosis and meiosis, they are very important for living organisms.